be more beneficial by doing that better. um,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, I just find it difficult to put my character in the most advantageous position at times. Sombra, sometimes I kind of don't. I find myself not knowing exactly what to do at
Mhm.
times. And sometimes I can feel I'm a little AFK.
Hmm.
If
Mhm.
like um if their team is responding in a way where it's making it hard to, like, say they're either grouped up, not allowing like picks, or they're responding to the fact that there's a Sombra by, just being aware and turning around and helping their teammates every time
Mhm. Mhm.
that you initiate. Um, yeah, soldier. So my two. Sorry, I'm not sure if it's listed on the form or not, but my two mains
Yeah.
are Sombra and soldier.
Yeah. Yeah. I see that.
Um,
Mhm. Mhm.
okay, yeah, yeah. So I guess like Sombra, those would be the main issues for me. Then soldier. I guess so timing of so basic uh same general problem of timing of engagement and
Mhm.
cooldown and ult manage, like, awareness. But
Mhm.
character specific, I would say I know that Soldier's supposed to be taking off angles, using his mobility and
Sure.
using high ground.
Sure.
Um but I don't always actually know how to get to high ground at like every spot on each map. So like I'll hit like areas where I'm not as useful just because like I don't know how to access the high ground in like a quick way.
Right. Right.
And
Mhm.
then the other thing is, like, sometimes there's multiple high grounds, like left,
Of
right. You know
course.
what I mean? But
Yeah.
one is better than the other. And
Yeah.
I don't always know how to identify which one I should be taking.
The first part, whenever you're trying to figure something out, especially if you're new, I think is just try to do those things, no matter what. So you specifically maybe trying to figure out how to get on the high ground, just find any way. That is the first step. Yeah, try to run around the
Yeah.
map and just find a way
Hmm.
where you can go. You don't have to look for the quickest way. That is first. You can look for any way. Second, you can look for the quickest way. Sure, that is once you're more familiar with the map, but it's just because you experiment, yeah, just because you're trying to search for valuable positions, yeah. How do you get to the high ground in the first place? Then you can find the quickest, and the third one is just gonna be, once you find the quickest way, you can find for higher quality positions. So I would just definitely start, especially if you're new, just getting familiar with all the maps. Just try things out, and it doesn't matter how long it takes for you to get to the valuable spots. Just try it, and this is how you can get familiar with the maps a little bit more. Not just, yeah, so it's not just through the watching thousands of videos or something, remembering the spots, but I definitely think just practice and try to, when you're applying all this knowledge here, it's just gonna be easier. Does it make sense?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of it, I think, during the sessions as well, when you're gonna be practicing. Yeah, just looking to do it this way. Okay, is there anything else, or that's it?
So I think with Sombra, my translocate out can use a lot of work, like my placement of that.
Mm-hmm.
That, like, it would just I don't know, like, save me from disengagements a lot. Like, if I got better at that.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I believe Sombra's so basically Sombra wants to be getting behind the team, utilizing high ground, I believe, as well.
Sure.
But I
Okay, so
find myself, even if I know I should be using high ground, either to like initiate like hack virus and like trying to get a pick, because I guess like it's a safer place to do it from.
Hmm.
I mean, you can back out. You have a little distance, or also like you can translocate up. But I find myself like being on level ground a lot, like when I initiate, if that makes sense. Like I don't know. I don't feel like I'm using it um the
Hmm.
way that it could be.
So
So
you just find it difficult for you to get on the high ground, or yeah, why is that the case? Why do
uh
you find yourself on the low ground?
I'm not sure. I honestly I feel like I don't have as much practice like
Hmm.
doing the whole like heck virus try and pick from from like that distance maybe. I don't know.
Hmm.
Um yeah. Uh,
Yeah, I
yeah, I
see.
don't know.
I see.
It just
Look, we can look
yeah.
at it. Yeah, that's
Okay,
fine.
sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah. Okay. All of this is useful. We can use this information later. Okay. You also do play other roles, but mentioned that you want to focus on DPS more. I think it makes sense, especially with our plan. Yeah, we have two sessions, so I think we can
Mhm.
maybe in our first one today focus on either Sombra or Soldier and do the session
Mhm.
later on the other character, but we're still gonna go over fundamentals, all of that, so you can apply this knowledge to other characters too. So this is
Mhm.
how we can do it. Is that sounds good?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I think everything else makes sense. Are you also on Xbox or PS4, PS5? Okay. Mm, so I think with those, it might be difficult to exactly screen share, I believe, whenever you screen share, because yeah, if you're gonna be doing it on Discord, I don't think it's working in a correct way because me personally, I don't have an Xbox. I have a
Mhm.
PC. I think it's not gonna allow you to, but there are also possibilities to maybe do do
I
streaming sessions. But yeah, it's just
so I think I can actually stream my screen to you, but if you stream your screen to me, I can't see it on my console, but I can see it on my phone.
okay. Yeah,
So
okay. We can try
so
this out if it works. Yeah, I just remember there were some problems before. I think they
yeah,
did
yeah.
some changes on Xbox. So.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I think anyway, we can start with what review first. We can go over a few goals, see what you need to work on first, and later we can try to do a live game, see how you can apply all these concepts, what we mentioned. Does that sounds good?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any codes, any replays we can go over with you first?
Yeah, let me go. Um, so there's two. I think one I can't see the game report for anymore. Uh,
Hmm.
the other one I can. So I don't know if like either would I don't know. I guess either would work. Er,
Yeah, you can just send me the most suitable one. The game where it was the closest, just where you played well, but still was pretty difficult. I think might be the best one to review.
um, I'm not. I'm not sure if this one was that close. It's 0 and 2, so um,
If you have any
the
other,
ones
we can
the one's
also.
2-3, one's 2-3, one's 0-2. Let me see. I was just trying to look at something in my like recent history.
That's
That one
alright.
doesn't have a game report. Um, yeah, let's see.
If there's no suitable one, kind of close one, we can start with whatever. Yeah, that's alright.
I get here. I guess. Here, I'll just do this one.
Yeah, sure.
80. I'm gonna message it to you.
Yeah. That would be the best. Okay, let's take a look. I'm gonna screen share, and
Mm-hmm.
you should be able to see my stream here. Okay. So, oh, I think one of the important things, especially.
Oh,
Mhm,
so I think we need to be in a Discord. Wait, maybe here. Actually, let me check. I'll go to the server
mhm.
because we're not in a Discord call. We're in like the server. Here, let me see. It should still work. Yeah, watch stream.
Yeah, it
Okay,
should be. It should be. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
cool.
Okay. You can see my stream just fine. It's working just fine for you. The quality is good.
I'm heading to it now. It should let me. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sure what's.
Just in case, maybe if it's not working, I can reduce the quality for you. That's fine. Just let me know once you see the stream and we can start.
Yeah. You don't have permission to join this voice channel. This channel is for elected members and roles.
um, are you
Oh,
on your
it's
phone
not
currently?
letting. Well, in order to see your stream, I have to be on my phone. So like right
Yeah.
now, I'm connected on console, but I'm trying to connect through my phone right now.
Let's do this. So maybe I'm gonna switch up this
Okay.
setting. Is it working for you now?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. I just had to switch to my headphones instead of my headset. But yeah, it should be good now. It's just on my phone now.
Yeah. Okay. So you see the stream now.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, let's start. I think one of the important things whenever you play DPS and well with any mechanical characters, because you're pretty new as well, is what is your warm up exactly? Yeah. So my question is, are you actively warming up before your game session? Is there anything you do in specific?
So first thing would just be like literally going to the practice range, and after that,
Mm-hmm.
like an aim trainer, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's it, really.
What kind of aim trainer you use?
I think so the first one I found, I like the YouTube search, and it was IO Stuck's aim trainer.
Yeah, sure.
So basically the way that one works is like the characters start slow, and as you
Mm-hmm.
eliminate them, they get faster.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and the speed of the character is proportional to the speed that you eliminate them.
Yeah.
So
I know.
that's the
I
way.
know that aim trainer. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. And then the other one is Vaxta.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So those are the only two I've used really.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Honestly, I would just specifically maybe even remove the training range. Then, in your case, just
Hmm.
do the Voxta or this Istux one. I think because they're moving characters. Yeah, they're moving left, right, all of that. Might be pretty useful for you to just be able
Hmm.
to actively try to hit them, adjust your crosshair. Usually spending around 15 minutes, I think is enough. What I would also do, if you have this option on the Xbox, try to go on all games and search for FFA. Sometimes there's gonna be an
Hmm.
FFA lobby. It's called Tryhard FFA. Why is
Hmm.
that might be useful? Is that because in those games, people are actively shooting you back. So you're constantly
Hmm.
gonna be trying to land your shots in situations under pressure, and that is where it might be complicated in this game, especially when you play it in new, is just being able to adjust your crosshair and be able to exactly maybe even stay the valuable positions at times when you do all of that. So I think tryhard FFA is useful for that in that case.
Yeah.
Or you can also maybe do dash much while you're in a queue. This is also pretty good. So it's just, I'm gonna write it down for us here. Like tryhard FFA, it's even preferable. It's even better because all the characters move left and right, and they're shooting you back. If possible, do that first. If not, you can do Vaxta or Istex one. Just all of this warm-up should be around 15, 20 minutes, I think. So it's going to be much easier for you to land shots. You specifically, I'm going to show it in a training range. Can practice something common like trigger discipline. So especially on soldier, I think might be useful. Any actually DPS, pretty useful concept. So instead of constantly shooting, so there's a kind of common thing when you click, you hold your, in my case, it's like my primary fire mouse 1. Yeah, in your case, if you're on controller, it just might be, I'm not sure what's the button for the, I think it's like,
primary is right trigger and helix is left trigger for me.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, yeah, so instead of holding your primary fire, you can try to be more precise and just try to click a little bit more. So maybe instead of holding it all the time, I can, for a short period of time when I'm not confident that I can land my shots, I can wait and switch my crosshair a little bit. Especially useful when you're in a close range combat, like when you play Sombra. So I'm just gonna show you that real quick. Because people try to do the full clip. It looks like this a lot of times, where they might miss some of the shots. So let's say like I do this and then I miss, yeah. But with you're just gonna be doing like, okay, you hit a little bit and then you can wait to adjust your crosshair, hit, readjust your crosshair if it's needed. It's just mostly because characters will move in a more chaotic way. In the real game here, it's a little bit predictable, so it's like easy for you, but it's kind of like, okay, like for example here, yeah, when he moved behind me, I have to maybe wait a little bit, I shoot, and then I again wait when it's difficult for me to do the aim. It's kind of like that. I think it's easier to see in real game setting, but yeah, that doesn't make sense. Or like the trigger discipline part, or should I explain it more?
Yeah, well, what exactly were you saying when you said with Sombra? Like, I think what you were saying with Soldier, like instead of just holding down spray, like make sure you're hitting, and if you need to, like, what's the word for it? I don't know. I'm missing the word, but instead of just spraying all the time, like make sure you're actually hitting and like tap, if you need to.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
It doesn't matter what character. Yeah, it's just I think a more applicable.
Oh, you're just saying in general. Okay,
yeah. It doesn't matter what character. Yeah, it's just, again, I'm trying to hit this bot. Okay, let's say for whatever reason, I'm not gonna be able to land my shots. Yeah, instead of just constantly spraying it, like for a lot of players, it looks like this. Okay, so just they start spraying and then they start. I just can't. Yeah, it's like my mechanical memory. I'm just like tracking them anyway. But yeah, let's say like I'm trying to track, and here, yeah, see, okay, this is exactly where it might be the case. Yeah? He's moving past me, but I keep holding. Yeah? Instead of doing it, I'm gonna be stopping my fire and then firing again. This is much better because you don't have to reload as much, and you just being more precise, more trying to use this trigger discipline to your advantage. It's just not the quantity of the shots. Yeah, a lot of players, they tend to think, oh, if I'm hitting a lot of, if I'm pressing my primary fire most of the time, then my damage output is high. In reality, you want to look for quality slightly more. Yeah, especially showing with the characters like Reaper. Yeah, for example, bad usage of your primary fires where I just hit constantly and then I miss something. You see, like this. Maybe some of my shots I missed, but what I could be doing, I could be taking my time, wait, shoot, yeah. So it's just more useful on burst characters, but still useful to you on your characters. It's just something you can practice in those warm-ups. I think might be pretty useful.
Yeah.
Okay, does all of it make sense, or any questions?
No, that's good.
Yeah, okay. It's just the general warm up, I think, for the long term, what you can do no matter what. And here, let's see. You playing Sombra. Okay. Something you mentioned is your positioning. Yeah, that is something you sometimes struggle with. Well, let's start with
Hmm.
that maybe. What is your thought process here? What are you looking to do with your positioning? Why you exactly choose to stay here?
Like opening of round, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. So I guess like I guess my goals would be to try and position myself so that I can easily get behind them.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, that's basically it. And
Mm-hmm.
then I think I'm just gonna mark and tell my team which characters they have as they come out too, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
probably farthest up.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
in this map, it's like a long sight line.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably gonna see them anyway. But I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Certain maps, I get like I get a view on them before.
Mm-hmm. 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 Why you that far this stone here exactly? So
What? Why
y
am I this close to their spawn?
no 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 no. Why you that far from the enemy at the moment?
Oh, I think so. At first, I just want to make sure I'm not recognized in my stealth. So
Right.
I don't know. I guess I could be up high on one of those things instead of
Mm-hmm.
just on the ground to the side.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's
Mm-hmm.
better
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah. But I think like my thinking was I just wanted to maintain my stealth, but get to that position where I can get behind them. That's what I was
Yep.
thinking.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I
I don't
think
know if
this is
that's
good.
like.
Yeah, this is good. I like it. Like being behind while maintaining the stealth good. And now it just to me seems like let's increase the quality of what we do here.
Mhm.
Yeah, whenever you in those situations, first fight, maybe it's just yeah, any fight. Yeah, being behind, I think in stealth is okay. It's just finding this kind of best position where it can be. I like to say you want to find some sort of power position on the map which allows you to
Mhm.
control multiple lanes of the enemy team. So for example here you expect the enemy to kind of either come from here, there, or here. Usually on any map
Yeah.
you can separate the map on uh, 3 lanes. Okay, here it's kind of maybe this one lane here, and then this is the middle lane, and then this is a third lane here. Okay, with your
Okay.
positioning, whenever you're behind in stealth, you want to control as many lanes as possible. Now you this
Mhm.
position A, you was near. So yeah, let's just say like, even now, yeah, you just let's call this position A. You covering this one lane, right? But you want to cover as many as possible. And in this case, do you see where you should be to be able to do that? Where it's easier for you to do that potentially at the start of the fight? Where you could be? What do you think?
Maybe just up right on that high ground next to me, to my, I guess, to the right of A. Like
Y- Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's in the middle. It's
exactly.
like
Yeah,
you can be in the middle or through A, and it kind of goes over to the long one too. Not all
yeah.
the way, but
Yeah, it's
yeah.
just why it's important. Yeah, like being on this high ground, so sort of being at SB area, for example. Yeah, like you're choosing to be in, so it's gonna be in this terrain right there. Okay, now you're
Hmm.
gonna have options to potentially capitalize on what your team is doing. That's first, and second, you might see an opportunity to also maybe get a quick kill on somebody. Yeah, let's say like this Zenyatta, he gets low HP, but because of your position, you're just kind of not able to finish him. Yeah, you have to run
Yeah.
all the way. Yeah, and that's why just kind of holding those positions at first. Of course, you also there might be moments when you can get scouted. You actually might get scouted even here potentially. Yeah, but it's just important to
Mm.
keep in mind what's your rotation is gonna be, where you're gonna go. Yeah, you still can have the option, for example, from here going towards this high ground, but yeah, finding this initial spot where I'm covering more lanes and then able to capitalize on this. Yeah, so you don't have to run all the way here. Like, it's gonna take a lot of time, because see, this is where the HP of the Nyara, it starts regenerating, but you're already really far. You start shooting him, maybe because you see he is low, but you could be at the closer range already. Yeah, focusing on setting up, enabling your own play first is really important. Marking, by the way, I saw you ping in the enemy is really good, but make sure you do it from your most valuable spot first. Yeah, you take in the train, for example, might be really good. Does it make sense?
Yeah, yeah, it definitely makes sense. And then
Perfect.
this is another question that I was kind of talking about. So like, I don't know if you, yeah, just like where I'm engaging from, see how I'm like level ground behind them.
Yeah.
So not only would have been better to hold that position initially that you're talking about, the high ground in the middle. It would also be, it would also be a better engagement spot or no? Like,
Depends.
because if I,
Yeah.
okay.
It's kind of the timing. We can talk about it too. Yeah. Sorry. What
Yeah, yeah.
is there anything else?
No, I was just wondering, like, if I engage from up top, does it just give me more ability to drop back if I get in trouble in this duel or fight? Like, say if there's two teammates right there, turn around, I'm a little more protected on high ground because I can drop off, like, drop back where they can't see me, where opposed to like if I'm level ground.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
just.
if you're on the high ground, usually it gives you an advantage. Why? Why? Because, well,
Mhm,
first off, it's more unpredictable. The enemy, for example, if he is in Yara, he has to move his
mhm,
crosshair much more compared to like here. Okay, obviously this is already pretty useful if he is gonna be looking around. It takes time for him, but you also add this potential verticality while you drop. You also shoot. It's really difficult for characters to aim upwards, and you're making it
mhm,
easier for you to kind of stay in the position. Obviously, later you can think about the escape route. Yeah, where you're gonna be, or you can maybe go back to that position, try to stay there a little bit more, especially if you know nobody can follow up yet, try to go on you. Yeah, let's say you get to here. I think on the enemy team, it's just only Diva and there's Sombra who can actively chase you. Maybe you can also get to there, but yeah, you can start with those positions pretty much, and then start dropping. Yes, you will drop to low ground, kinda. There will be times when you do that, but because you're starting here, you have the more options on what to do. You're not limited. Yeah, you have an access to this guy, this here, and it's just also destroying the aim in a way. It's gonna be more difficult for them to do something
mhm.
in that case when you start dropping and then shoot potentially. So it's just
Okay.
part about like why this is good for you. Another thing, when you engage, okay, is just when you start applying pressure, there are two things I think for you to watch out for. One, this is the most common, is seen when my team is active. Okay, so I'm gonna put it this way. Yeah, my team is active. And then the second one is if you can get a kill. Yep, if you get a kill. So I'm just gonna write it down here. Kill, or your team is active, then you can apply pressure. Okay. Uh, Now when you're looking at it, using Yara, well, the enemy Zenyatta is here. Okay. What might be the times when it's easy for you to kill him? Yeah, when you confident you can kill him no matter what. What is that condition? Where he should be potentially? Yeah. What is the situation you're looking for?
So I just like a low HP target and
Mm-hmm.
isolation. I guess those are the two best like things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, low HP I think is kind of huge one. Sorry, what was the second one you just said?
Isolation.
Isolate. Yeah,
Like as a
isolated. Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah. So this is kind of two main triggers, I think, for you to
yeah.
look for. Okay.
Hmm.
And besides that, when this is not happening, if nobody's isolated, like in this case, it's sort of everybody on the enemy team, they can kill one another. You just want to see, I think, mostly when your tank is being active. I think for now it's gonna be useful because he's absorbing initial pressure over the enemy team
Hmm.
anyway, so you can use it like a distraction. When the tank is active on your team, then it can be active as well. Okay, now you just want
Okay.
to look at
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay, so Here we just specify tank. Tank is enough. I think you don't have to be too specific. Now we're looking at it. Is our tank active, or is that low HP target or isolated when you're trying to engage? Okay, so you see you start applying pressure. What do you think? One of these conditions, are those... Do we meet one of those conditions there? What do you think? When we applying pressure in the Zenyatta?
So, well, I'll say that I mean, the team isn't like super active, but they're not inact like in right now because they're behind the corner mostly. But the tank is still engaged with that other tank. It seems like the enemy's kind of focused in that direction.
Yeah.
I think the Zen was lower HP and then started regenning.
Exactly.
Um,
So it was decent.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was decent for the most part, I think. Yeah, with the timing, at least. Your tank is actively doing something. He's taking pressure. There's also low HP target. That's good. I think it's just kind of more positional quality, and this is what we mentioned here. Just be the better position, so it's gonna be easier for you to do more damage. You want to be closer. Taking the closer fight makes it easier for you to also land the hack potentially on Zenyatta. I think because hack is projectile, it might be complicated for you to aim the hack when you're really far. And yeah, start shooting just when you're a little bit closer. You still did get the kill because the timing was, I think, pretty decent. So this is nice. Okay, here you're trying to maintain this position here, kind of playing around the power position. Makes sense. Yep, it's just because we mentioned you want to use verticality a little bit more. I think this is where you want to aim for. You're not exactly just aiming upwards in the air, but trying to think, what was that my initial setup position, and can I get back there? Yeah, like if you would choose to use this, okay, like let me just try to sort translocate it towards there, so you have more defensive options, so you're not out in the open. You can use this as some sort of cover. You're just getting back with your translocator to there. That's still decent because you kind of you go behind this train there. Okay, now we spawn camp the Zen. What do you think about this play, actually? Trying to spawn camp him here, is it valuable to you? Should we be doing something else, maybe? What's your opinion?
So I think the reason I did that was because those other two players there were kind of grouped together. I didn't have my translocate for like what 5 or 6 seconds. So usually I want to engage when I have translocate back, and once I kind of regrouped behind there and I started thinking about, all right, what can I do next? I was like, well, this support's going to be coming out spawn soon, so
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Like, I don't know if it's the best thing I could have done, but I just thought like I could probably actually get the support again because that team's like pushing up past the corner. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they're not that far up, but
Right. It's just kind of looking at it like, can we have high uptime? Yeah, I think it's might be valuable to wait for Zenyatta, but it's just the moments when there's a downtime. Both of the teams, you guys not doing something actively towards each other. Usually when it's just this kind of moments of maybe before the fight or your team is dead. Yeah, you just guys rotating towards the position where you're gonna take a fight. Here, most of the teams, you guys shooting each other, so you might be just spending some time seeing how can I apply this more active pressure on these guys, and yeah, it's just whatever resource can help you to maybe regenerate your resources. This is something you should be looking at first. Okay, see this power position here. Okay, and there's HP pack right down there. Okay, so this is something you want to look at whenever you're looking to set up pressure from power position. Also keep in mind where the HP packs are. Those might be good indicator for you to play around. Yeah, so you're not just going back and waiting for your HP to recharge, but you also use HP pack and then you get right back in the fight, because now you waiting like a lot of time. So there's gonna be some maybe around few seconds when you wait, but you could be already getting your HP back, getting in the fight, helping your team to get this fight done, yeah, so you win it no matter what. And maybe
Yeah.
later you can spawn camp as well, I think. So kind of just,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, HP packs is also gonna be pretty valuable, I think. Okay, he's just kind of playing around those positions. Okay. This can be good play though when you really have this downtime. Both of you guys, both of the teams, you guys not doing something actively. Okay. This fight is over. Okay, let's see what's the next one. How is that gonna be? Okay. Yeah, and you actually wanted to set up there. I think it would be fun. Yeah, maybe set up inside the train. Maybe just set up there. It just gives you so many options. You see this instant opportunity. If you see low HP Zen, drop on him, get him, and then go out of the fight. Yeah, like all of this targets so low HP from there would be so easy to access.
Yeah.
Our position covers more lane. You get this Nyara anyway, which is good. Okay. So this, yeah, let's maybe skip this. I think it's kind of similar. You start the pressure. Oh, let me see. Oh, you actually started a bit early. Yeah, you start the pressure in the Cassidy. So it's kind of one of those moments. Is this target easy? Isolated, low HP, yeah, or like your tank is being active as well. Want to be careful, I think. It's just because most of the enemy, they can help this guy, might be waiting slightly longer. Yeah, just waiting. Okay, maybe HP drops, maybe it's just gonna be more isolated. Then you can apply pressure and just or again, waiting for your tank. Once he's active, once he's receiving a lot of pressure, usually it's around somewhat of a... when that cooldown's being used on your tank, or maybe he is using cooldowns, stuff like that. When he's trading his HP actively, this is the moment of time it's easier for you to do something. Because now there's a lot of attention to you. That's what, like, scares me, yeah? You gotta kill on the Cassie, but watch out HP, yeah? We... Also, it might be complicated for you to get out of this situation. Yeah, just a little bit more higher, easier timing allows you to set up your AMP as well, maybe, which is pretty valuable in the fight.
Yeah.
Okay. And this here, let's see. So this different section of the map. What do you think about your setup? Where should you be? What is this kind of maybe power position you can choose to play around, set up around initially? What do you think?
So I mean, I might be maybe the roof of that building while I'm trying to get behind them still. Like this is probably better than where I'm at right now.
So gas station here?
Yeah, I mean also to the left, like right right there. Right where
there.
you just looked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, where you just looked. Yeah.
This is the most ideal position from behind, like you wanted to, but you also have this power position, kind of power access to multiple lanes. So see, I think this position can give you that. This is also in a way, but you're not in the back line. That is why you cannot force a lot of the enemy attention. Like you cannot force them to look around at you as much. So use this, and you also have HP pack access there, just in case if you're in a danger, you always go back to it, recharge, go back in a fight, makes it easy. Also here, maybe potentially can be the one you cover multiple lanes from here as well. It's not high ground position though, but still, I think it's kind of situational. Yeah, this position, power position, which allows you to cover multiple lanes with HP pack, choose that and stay.
Yeah, now it looks like I'm playing in front of them when I could have been behind them.
Right.
Like from...
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why it's like difficult for you to also use your MP there, yeah? It just might be a little bit rushed, yeah? But if you're looking to engage from behind, then the enemies, they have no choice. They either take damage from you, they kind of have to deal with you from behind, or they have to deal with someone from the front, right there, from your team. You gotta be careful with this.
So I guess even just the fact of like taking engagement from behind is way better in itself because for one, they have to turn around, identify where you are, and then flick their crosshair to you.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, for
then
sure.
so in that time you get some extra like I don't know damage, but also um if they're turning around to see you, that means their back is to my team, right? Where if I'm
Yeah,
like in the front, I'm just like another person in the front
yeah, exactly,
that they're
exactly.
just looking at. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah, because you are able to flank, you should take advantage of that, and you
Hmm.
split in enemy resources and tension. That is really valuable. Just understand what are the positions you're playing around, what are those power positions, set up first and apply pressure. Even when I'm in the middle of the fight, okay, you done the pressure cycle here on the Bastion, you want to pressure this Cassidy, you don't just go in and pressure instantly. I think you want to set up. So first on Cicada, kind of maybe trying to get on the high ground, maybe it's who just throwing it to here, go in this direction behind. By the way, this time when you have safety, yeah, because you setting up on this kind of 180 angle, so you're going from behind, you're also gonna get, yeah, your ability is gonna be recharged. Your translator when you trying to just go there is gonna be recharged already once you start applying pressure, probably, yeah. And you get this Cassidy, it's gonna be easier, not as risky, yeah, compared to how we engage in just right away. Always take time, I think. Set up first, apply pressure, do it from behind. You can
Hmm.
take high ground. You can also find the HP pack to play around. Now, see, yeah, it just might be
My
this.
translocates out or my translocates out, I feel are pretty bad. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of times, like I don't know, like instead of like getting away to like a safe, typically high ground area, it seems like just like trying to get out quick and then look for safety almost. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like I feel like even though a few of the times that I've seen myself translate K out,
Mm-hmm.
um, so far, even though I wasn't killed out of it, like I could have easily been.
Mm-hmm.
Like in my position, I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You have to. So for us, it's just you have to probably find this power position. Yeah, take that power position where you're starting. If you can go back to that position with your translator later, mm, if that's not possible for whatever reason, you can go to another position, but you have to choose. You have to choose. Okay, like I'm going up somewhere. Usually, somewhat of a verticality, corner. Yeah, not out in the open for sure. Yeah, so it's just how do
Hmm.
you how do you maintain this power position? So, for example, here first of all, you can choose what is that power position you're gonna be playing around when applying pressure on these enemies. You have this lane in the middle, you have this lane kind of to the side, and there's like also this another lane here, sort of inside the
Hmm.
buildings and all of that. So, what do you think? What is that position you can play around here a little bit more? What is that power position which you
Um,
can get back to later once applying pressure on
well, I
somebody?
mean,
Battery low.
one of these one of these rooftops, like, um, well, wait. So they're coming. They're moving. This red team's moving forward right now, right?
Mhm.
So, I mean, I I'd say either if I'm resetting to get behind them, I could use one of these middle or left rooftop. But
Yeah.
if I'm trying to get to the best position, I want to be on right where your top line begins,
Yeah. Mhm.
like
Mhm.
your top line, right where that one begins.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I
Right
would
there.
want to be.
Mhm. Yeah, I think it's one of this probably. It's just seeing, okay, A or B. You can try to choose one, just see how it works out. But you have to. I think the first step is just choosing. I'm looking to play around that position instead of it being like when we engage and then you end up out in not the most valuable position, a little bit out in the open. Yeah, so you just from
Hmm.
here, people can actually shoot you, but because you trying to maintain
Yeah.
power positions. So it's just first verticality, and second you have corner. Makes it easier. You go back to B. Okay, nobody can shoot you, but you instantly have an access to the back line. There's also an HP pack you might use. You always find this kind of positions where there are HP packs on the map. Maybe here as well. There's an HP pack too. It just might be easy to scout. See, like, they even shooting in your direction here. I think, like, if you look at Zenyatta, well, because you shoot Transicator there, I think they saw it. Let me see. So apply pressure on the Cassidy. Yeah, he's maybe like, his aim is like, looks weird there, but yeah, I think they saw a little of, like, your Translator thing. Yeah, see, like, this
The
bullet there.
translocate thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, there's a potential to scout. You don't want to give them options, just... So
Yeah.
it's somewhere in a safe spot. Okay, this is good. I think you're pretty set up, just positional wise. Yeah, you. Do you need to hack Zenyatta?
Probably virus would be quicker.
Yeah. It's just kind of, well, there's another thing about abilities. So I'll go over that later. But yeah, it's just quicker. Yeah. See, okay, what gets you to kill them quicker? Usually, hack is disabling important abilities. When characters still land those, like Doomfist Tracer, sure. Yeah, maybe you can hack them. Zenyatta is not relying on abilities, more relying on his damage output, primary file of that. So you can just hack, shoot. This is easier, I think. You go back to the position, but more precise. Yes, yeah, so
virus shoot.
Yeah.
Virus shoot, right?
Virus shoot. Yeah, exactly. Virus shoot. Yeah. It's just in this cases where they're not relying on abilities. Yeah. That's all right though.
Yeah.
It's kind of the small thing. I think the main one for us is just how we maintain the positions. What is the timing as well? Yeah. So maybe let's look into timing actually. What do you think? So you're going after Zenyatta. Let's say you would be rather shooting. Is it good timing for you to start applying pressure? Just in general. What have we been discussing so far based on all these factors?
So I would say I have my translocate. Yeah, I think the timing's decent just by the fact that their HP's low. So
Yeah,
I should be in a position to finish.
Yeah,
especially because I'm already set up behind. If I was to an angle where I was more side or front line and the Diva and the Lucio had better access to me, it wouldn't be good, I think. But since I'm in that position, then yeah, I think low HP, it's like a good time to try and take out.
Exactly, yeah, you isolating the target as well, so your position too, you're not really exposed to anything else from the enemy at the moment, so this is good. And Zenyatta is actually isolated in a way that he cannot receive as many resources. It's just like the Diva is a little bit further away, the Lucius Aura, well, he almost is able to get this, but this is not as valuable because his HP is kind of low. So I think, yeah, you can definitely just try to kill him. Maybe wait slightly longer so they go in a little bit more, the enemy, like especially maybe the Lucio with the Aura, so it's gonna be even more isolated. But this is decent, yeah. It's just looking at it. Why it's important, the time, all that, like even extra seconds they might change the outcome. Okay, so here the same thing. You want to set up, engage, but try to do it a little bit from behind as well, so it's not from the front setup. Okay, go here. If you want to recharge your resources, HP packs, this is something you always should be using first. Relieve pressure of your supports, because you're flanking, you have this capability to take HP packs, do that. So you just go from here. Maybe you don't even have to regenerate your HP, but you just start shooting from the back, and then if something happens... Yeah, any questions?
I don't know why I didn't just go behind them. Yeah, I just don't know why I didn't go behind them.
Yeah, it's just kind of being more consistent. It's okay, like, because maybe like sometimes it's just there's an urge to, like, you see the enemy, you shoot them right away, for example. Yeah, it's just, even though you're on the front line, it's just kind of creating this habit, making sure you constantly set up first, I think, most of the time, and then start applying pressure. Of course, there might be times when you can apply pressure first no matter what, but it's just usually when you have a big advantage on the map, and like here you didn't, And so, for example, now you don't have a big advantage. Again, you just try to set up, wait for the best timing to do something. So from here, again, you don't have to drop. So you just, again, search for opportunity. And once the timing is right, then you can give up the position and start applying pressure. You don't have to drop. Here you limit your options. Yeah, you see this. You here, okay, but being on the high ground just gives you options to like access to anybody. And of course, maybe your team is not making it, but yeah, let's say somebody, maybe they get hit by something. Yeah, just in case you have a quick way to kill them and then get out because you're in the power position. Well, just in general, as a mindset, why not? Maybe you also might just see the read predictable pattern on their movement. Maybe they stand still, maybe they tap in the chat or something. You just can use that to your advantage. Like there, okay, you're behind. Maybe get a kill on the bastion. It's just the timing though, let's see. So you do know that, okay. The bastion is kind of... He's an ultimate form, this first. So you don't have to hack this, I think, because it kind of disrupt. It's just the hack is usable whenever there's like... There are some abilities, I believe, like, okay, so see, this, yeah, this you kind of...
You want to prevent them from using. Yeah.
I think yeah, it's just this one of those rare cases where it's like virus again might be more useful.
Yeah.
Later, I think you can hack once he's in truth form. It's pretty strong ability. You can hack that, and it's just to prevent him and to get in the truth form. For a short period of time at least, but yeah. Let's see. Over here. This is the fight for the third point. Oh, interesting. Cassidy got to us. Oh, by the way, the point about trigger discipline, this is exactly what I'm talking about. See here, this is exactly the target where it might be maybe a little bit hard for you to like actively track. So see, you constantly tracking, you constantly shoot, no matter what. But see here, you maybe can wait slightly longer. So after the reload, okay, you start shooting here. You can wait a little, it's just micro wait, but then you adjust your crosses, start shooting again, and it's gonna be right on the neck level ideally, so you know, apply more pressure, all of that. This is useful. See, like even this little bit of pressure, it might be not as critical, it seems like, but you know, all these numbers together, you add up those, and you see there's gonna be significant difference with the good trigger discipline, just being able to hit more shots. So I see like this as well. Again, you just hold fire. You never stop. Even at the pro level, people there, they readjust their crosshair. They still applying this trigger discipline. It's just they read it fast. That's why it seems like they are constantly holding their fire. But then in reality, they're not. They just read it fast at readjusting their crosshair. Once the crosshair is right on the target, they start shooting. This is exactly what you can do. Maybe because you killed the Lucia faster, maybe you could have survived from that Cassidy there, as an example. Okay, do you have any questions so far, or everything's clear?
No, I think I'm following.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. Our position, this is first. Second, our timing. What do you think? This position, is it the best for us to start with? Good power position? Not? What's your thoughts?
If I was up top, I would have more lanes, I guess. Like
up top to the left?
No, like that. Maybe. Wait, that platform keeps going straight, right?
Yeah, this platform is just like floating around.
Okay, yeah.
What do you have HP pack
it's a
as
bit
well?
of a
power position with HP pack. Do you know where this HP packs are?
I assume there's one to the left and right.
Yeah.
But I don't know for sure.
Yeah. There's one here, and there's another there. Okay. So you can use it to your advantage. Just play around the positions which help you to do that, right? So For example, I'm starting here, I start applying pressure, go back to this position, and I easily go back to HP back and start pressuring again, and you will get your translocator back by this time. Yeah, it's an example. Maybe you can use this one if it's safe. If it's safe enough. But it's definitely might be a little bit tough, like to start here and yeah, you just might be complicating things. You end up out in the open as well, so it's like might be not as good. Here the enemies are pushing more, not as destructive as you, so this is fine. Okay, they have an advantage, so you have to reset. No, yeah, that's alright. Okay, I think attack might be interesting to take a look at, because on attack you don't have the time to exactly set up right away without using your translocator sometimes. Yeah, like early, for example, like here, yeah, you have to use translocator to get on the up left as an example, and this is gonna be pretty valuable position. It's just once you start applying pressure, make sure this is good position enough. Yeah, you able to get a kill on somebody. Also, yeah, you can hack and then shoot, but from here, yeah, you have to understand what is that position I'm maintaining. Yeah, what was that power position I'm playing around. So what do you think? Where should you go after you got the kill on Zenyatta? What is that position you could be using on the map?
That middle high ground right there?
Middle... So the gas station or this one?
No, to the... right there. That one.
A. Okay, okay. Yeah, might be this, I think. Yeah, sure. Why not? You have the access, so maybe you can drop to here. Because you guys fighting for this corner might be viable. Later, maybe you can play around this HP pack. There's no exact high ground, but this still might be kind of in the way of a power position. you maybe can even do kind of tweaky thing. You just throw Translocator up, stay on this sign. Just make sure, yeah, it's like not in line of sight of this, but potentially. But then use HP pack here, and then go back in a fight. So you're just trying to maintain your positions longer, because you don't want to go back towards your team instantly. This is not good for you. You want to be a constant distraction if possible. Be like a tracer in a way, where you're constantly behind and they're thinking, oh, there's somebody behind, but where? If they can't get to you because you're using valuable positions, yeah, like maybe let's say here you decided to do that, that's much better. They're constantly distracted. But now you in the front line again, yeah, and you start pressure from here, but you could be starting pressure from there, and you just much better. Timing wise, this is fine. Isolated Zenyatta, May, well, was alright. Your team was ready there as well, so this is good. Now you choose to play the position, start applying pressure, but make sure you're able to maintain it. Yeah, here you're being patient. That's fine. Rotate. Okay. Apply pressure on Lucio. This is better. So see, you're trying to at least like play around this middle high ground. You now have an easy opportunity to go back in the back line instead of with being like go to your front line and make
having
it
to completely reset.
Yeah. Like this is like much better.
Like before, basically what you're saying is doing a hard reset where now it's like beginning all over again, where I have to like get back in position.
Exactly. It's
like
it's
where I could I could just be going once I come out the first time, whether I get a pick or decide like put some damage and decide I can't get it, like instead of doing a hard reset, I can just be putting myself to a position where I'm back creating value like much sooner. And probably better value, because I'll actually be behind like I should be and not frontlining or like sidelining or something.
Exactly. Always valuable to you, more valuable. It's always been a thing with the Sombra. It's just with the previous Sombra, you could be more, I think, aggressive and forgiving with your engagements. Just go a little bit deeper because you have Translocator. It gets you out of situation no matter what. Here you have to be more careful, but it's at the same time it's more dynamic. You look for more frequent engages. It's just you cannot commit as hard, but then you just need to keep in mind what is that rotation. Yeah, what is that safe place I'm gonna be at? Here, apply pressure, go back at the valuable position. You have a corner. This is kind of verticality as well, saves you maybe potential HP back, and then go back in. Yeah, pressure one more time. When you get out, again, go back to the high ground probably, and go back in. Yeah, it's just better instead of it being like I go out to my team's back line and then I start, again all over it to take the power position here. Yeah, it just makes it harder. Here was good, yeah?
Yeah.
You took the position, okay. And let's watch the second point. Just maybe a little bit more examples. Okay, so here you set up around this middle. See, at this point, I also think try to maintain this more. Yeah? Just set up and use. Yeah, leverage that. Control the position. See what are the options. Do not limit yourself to dropping your low ground as soon as possible. Just maybe there's a Yara better target. Maybe you still like this, sure, but you still can do it from here. Start here, drop later. Yeah, use the position a little bit longer just in case. This is decent enough because the surgeon was isolated. In case of the surgeon, by the way. What you should be starting with, Virus or Hack? What's your opinion?
So it takes away her movement and her damage sphere if I hack, I guess.
Yeah.
So she can't slide.
So.
Yeah. So I guess hack.
Yeah, hack first. I think she's relying on abilities. Without build charge shot, especially like she cannot do a lot of burst. So yeah, just hacking first, applying pressure second, because that's where I think she's gonna, yeah, she's gonna slide away actually from you. It's just like extra, extra second here, but well, still, yeah, I think it's valuable just in case. Here, the battle surgeon, they would slide away instantly. That's why just being, yeah, hacking there first is better. Okay, MP, sure, this is decent. Your team is ready. You're from behind as well. And see, now you try to maintain this kind of more power positions in the back. Just in case, you can use HP back and then go back in, pressure. Okay, nice. And now again, you're in the same cycle. Set up first, get in a valuable spot. Yeah, there's the right choice. Yeah, maybe slide off, but find the position you're gonna play. What is that power position gonna be playing around? And then, once you've done the pressure, go back to that power position. Let's see. So this is decent, yeah, like, let's say you choose to play around this, okay. Might be good enough. Maybe a little bit closer, being a little bit closer range, but they just through being on the high ground, might be more useful, so it makes it easy for you to like track all of this, but it was pretty decent. Okay. Yeah, nice. Okay. I think we still have a decent amount of time. Maybe what we can try, if you see if it's possible to screen share next box, we can do that.
Yeah.
Or we can also, yeah, just let's see that first. Actually, let's see if it's possible. I believe there were some problems before, but if it's possible now, we can do that, or you can also do the Twitch screen share.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. I just had to switch to my console and headset instead of my phone.
That's alright.
Okay, so I'm gonna try streaming.
Let's see. Discord, connect. Oh, let me take a look. I think I might be able to. Okay. If I do it this way. Okay. It should be, well, it should be working. 1 second. Yeah, it's working. Nice.
Okay, you can see it?
Yeah, I can see it just fine. Perfect.
Cool, nice.
Okay,
Alright.
yeah, I think you can queue in the game. Let's just try to apply some of these concepts which we mentioned so far. We can start with just one, whatever you like to focus on first. What do you want to start with? What is that goal you want to work on first?
So you're saying do a rank match, right?
Yeah, ideally. If you
Okay,
comfortable
yeah,
with
yeah.
that. Mhm.
So I guess like assuming so for Sombra, I would just say not doing a hard reset and like
Mhm.
putting my. So I guess they kind of go hand in hand, but I guess holding that power position where I'm taking up ideally high ground on the lanes, the lanes on the map,
Mhm.
and not hard resetting, so that I can stay more active in the fight in a better position, not either taking large amounts of time away
Mhm.
because I hard reset, because if I hard reset I probably have to translocate at
Mhm.
least 2 times, then wait for it to come back
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
to get all the way behind them again.
Mhm.
So yeah, so and then hopefully that should cut down on my frontlining,
Yep.
sidelining
Okay.
issues, and yeah, I don't
Okay.
know.
All of that
I
is
think
useful.
just
Yeah. All of that is
yeah,
useful.
yeah.
So all these notes, however, when you go in a game, you have to phrase it to you in a simple way. So like maybe couple, well, as less words as possible for you. How you would phrase it to yourself. Maintaining the positions, power positions, maybe. Okay. Maybe taking
Yeah.
those. Yeah. How you would phrase it for you exactly. And keep it simple.
I would say work on not hard resetting and maintaining the power positions.
Yeah, you can even just cut off the part where don't do this. Yeah, like just say okay, let's do that. Yeah, so this is just exact goal you're working on. Let's just do try to maintain power position. Yeah, let it be
Hmm.
that. You already know what power position is. This is good enough. So maintain power position, go in the game. And this is how you
Okay.
can do it all the time. Just keep the goal simple, concise to yourself. You can use all the notes I give you as well. It's just make sure you understand, and it's like really simple because in the game there's a lot of information you have to track and you don't want to overcomplicate things for you when you're practicing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Okay.
I can maybe
Huh.
specify let's do power positions around HP packs, so it's just maybe yeah, it's just in general you will see maybe answering the questions what, when, and where might help is just with power positions, yeah, where I want to be exactly, and the HP pack. So maybe I want to use verticality. This is something I mentioned too. But starting with just one item is always better. It's always
Okay.
difficult to like focus on multiple goals because our working memory as humans is really limited. One goal at a time. That's how you can do it. Obviously, I can kind of give my comments, maybe some of the specifics during the game, maybe. But yeah, it's just try to do it one goal at a time, whenever possible. Maybe one, two, if you can. But yeah, one on average is enough.
Finding it slightly hard to hear you. I'm not quite sure
Oh,
why.
you cannot hear me?
I hear you, but it's like my game audio is kind of
Taking over.
a lot
Well,
louder.
maybe
Yeah, yeah.
maybe you can make it lower there just in case. Master
Thinking,
volume.
voice, music.
And see on Discord, maybe you can turn up my volume as well. There's an option. You right click on my profile, and I do believe,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
there's
turned you
the,
up on Discord. I think maybe just the master volume. I should just. There we go.
yeah. Okay, you hear me just fine now, yeah?
That's better. Yeah, that's better. That's better.
Perfect. Okay. Sometimes does it. That's okay.
Yeah. Do you feel like me saying not hard resetting maintain power positions is slightly redundant, because if I'm maintaining the power position, that almost necessarily means I'm not hard resetting, right?
Yeah, this what it means to me. Yeah, power position, because like not hard resetting. Yeah, useful nodes. Yeah, just would avoid in Lawrence. I'm saying like I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that, because when you say it, like there's no exactly maybe direct goal. Maybe at first it's useful to say like no, okay, I'm not doing this, but I do this instead. But when you go in a game, just try to cut off this don't part. Just tell your brain exactly what you do, because sometimes when you tell yourself, oh, I don't want to take this position, but you do this instead, because your brain is like that doesn't understand like all these don'ts and everything. It's just, or there
Yeah.
might be a situation where you have a lot of don'ts and there's no useful goal, and then you're kind of stuck and not understanding what
Yeah,
to
yeah.
do. Yeah, but this is enough, I think. Maintain the position. This is how you not gonna be going back to the front line. You just choose the position, see if it works, and you do everything through experimenting. Yeah, this how you can figure everything out, where the best position gonna be, where it's easier for you to play. But at first, be consistent at taking a position, start and maintaining it. Maintain it.
So
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was just kind of just thinking. So like, my problem of having bad translocates out, you think that kind of goes hand in hand with not getting back to that power position?
Mhm.
Like when I'm engaging, I should already uh I should already know that. Here, one sec. I should already know that I want to translocate back to the power position
Yes, exactly,
afterwards.
exactly, exactly,
So like
exactly.
me just randomly throwing the translocator is part of the problem of
Yes, yes.
me not holding those positions.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, because you keep the
Okay.
position in mind, it makes it easier for your brain to understand why do you throw the instigator on. Yeah, focus on holding this high ground, for example. Start from here. You have HP pack downwards. Okay. Once you start, you throw your instigator back to this position. Okay, not towards your team, towards this position. Okay. Do the pressure first, pressure, and go back to the position, right? And you repeat the cycle. See, it's so much easier for you from here. Mm-hmm. See if there are options. You obviously can drop from the position as well. Just, make sure you first maintain it. It's okay. It was Sombra behind. It's alright. Ah, it's alright. I was talking a little bit too much there as well.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
That's alright. That's alright. Yeah, well, this is how you ideally can do that. Just try to maintain those positions a little bit longer. Yeah, you can take the high ground first, maybe top right.
Wait, can I go this way?
You
No.
can just go up the stairs, or so turns to get up right on the blue
There we go.
box. Yeah. This is isolated. You can attack whenever. Nice. And you get a kill. Nice, great. Power position first. What is
Yeah,
that you're gonna be using? Just keep that in mind in your head. Yeah, like where do you get back to? Okay, you start from here, and after you're done the pressure, remember where you're gonna get back to. That's
Oh,
alright.
shoot.
That's alright. That was live fever's grip. Start with the position first. Alright. Nice, good pressure. Good job. And repeat the cycle. You have the position still, find the target. See if there's better position to take, just in case, maybe. Keep in mind the HP packs. Just we trying to play around the HP packs a little bit more. Right. You can kill her. Oh, it's close. It's alright. It's just you don't it's just after she transticated, you have to track her there. But it's alright. It was good pressure initially.
What the
That's okay. Take the position first and start the pressure. Right. There. Nice. Good job. See how you can initiate with your MP at first. It's more important. Try to shoot their squishies a little bit more. Set up and shoot. Set up and squishy targets first. This is good setup. Server room HP pack behind you, just in case. Nice, great, and you can go back. Yeah, nice. Okay. Repeat the cycle. You have all the abilities back. Try to reset here. Your team is out, so reset for the next fight, prepare for the next one, but set up first. See if there's a better position to take. Maybe you can take the high ground. Always more valuable, yeah. Okay, and once your team is ready, you start. Alright. That's good. That's alright. Repeat this one more time. Your team is winning. That's good. This is a good position to start with. By the way, on the top left, it's top left to you. Towards your team spawn, there's HP pack just in case. Good pressure. Great. And you can go back to the position. Nice. And start from here. Waterable. Sure. Try to use either this server room with HP pack more, I think, or high ground with verticality when you go back. Yeah. I can kill this guy. Nice, good job. No, it's a good kill. That's right. You get killed there, it happens. You can start with the MP. It's just good tool to start with first, I think, initially, if possible. Nice, good job.
God damn it!
Yeah, well,
I didn't get
there.
Yeah,
It's
I didn't get in position like anywhere close to quick enough to use that.
That's alright. You know, it's also when you start the pressure, start shooting their squishies a little bit more. Pay attention to them a little bit more when applying pressure instead of the enemy ram. Like 250 HP targets at first. See, once your team is ready, but set up first, yeah. There's HP pack down there on this position, just in case. That's fine. Okay, see, try to do this. You apply pressure, all of this is good, but you want to have only be exposed to one angle at a time. Like, do that when you're not exposed to as many angles. Try to make sure you have some sort of cover near you before you're doing all this pressure. Mm-hmm. That's right. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I think. Let's see, you guys still contesting? Yeah, it's alright. You saw those times when you start applying pressure with your hack or virus and you die sometimes, right? There was the times maybe on the second point or... Yeah, I think it's any point. Like, there would have been those times. You remember that?
Sorry, the hack. Did someone just leave? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So do you remember those times when you start the pressure with the hack and virus and you die sometimes, like real quick? Yeah. Okay, so in those situations, you have to, like, all of this what we've been doing is good. You're using the power positions and all of that, but you have to. Oh, there was someone talking. Okay, but you have to make sure you're only exposed to one thread at a time when you do all of this. So see, like a lot of times you're just out in the open when I start applying pressure. Make sure you have some sort of corner near you before you're doing all of this, so you're not just in the middle of everything. Yeah, closing the gap is all good, yeah, but it's just there were times you remember when you start applying pressure, maybe Sombra is hacking you from behind, or maybe Moira comes from behind and getting kill on you. It's because you're exposed to too many angles at a time. Just try to limit angles which can shoot you. Yeah, only exposing yourself to one angle at a time is useful. If this guy is not gonna come back, well, you might leave later. But you can try this still. Like try to set up. Yeah, as we mentioned, power position, set up, apply pressure. From there, just keep in mind one angle at a time when start applying pressure. This is a good position to use. See if this guy, maybe somebody's isolated. Yeah, can start applying pressure on them. That's alright. At first, like, if there is this situation like somebody searching for you, you can also maybe clear that first and then start applying pressure so she can hack you. But you know, it's still the same cycle. You kind of clear the position, this high gun, for example, see if everything's good, and then start leveraging it. Yeah, this is good. Keep in mind HP packets behind you. A little bit overexposed. You want to be close to the boxes or the wall to the right, so there's no like opportunity to hack you. It's alright though. Okay, just one angle at a time and do the pressure. Just not to, yeah, do not be overexposed. One angle at a time. This is fine. Sombra is out. Yeah, you guys 4v5, so it's also kind of difficult. But, you know. Might be still winnable there, and doing this fight. Nice. Nice kill. Good usage of cover there. Also, you're not overexposed anymore. Get a kill on the Kiri. And set up for the next fight. Oh, can you press statistic board and see? Yeah, I think at this point you might leave. Well, you can try with the MP if you like. Just it's just I think the Lawrenceian might be. You don't have to stay. Set up first and then apply pressure. Yeah, this is okay position. HP back to the left of you. You can use that. It's okay. You can just leave. It's fine. We can go over this one though real quick. I will show you a couple of examples and we can summarize.
There's 20 seconds. Should I just like?
You can leave.
I've never really like left the game before.
It's okay. No. It doesn't do anything if someone leaves. You know, so there's no problem in that. There's no penalty or something. It's just
like if one person leaves or two people or like is there a number or?
Yeah, it's just after 2 minutes you don't get any penalty. That's why it says like on the left side was saying, you know. There's no penalty. They left because it's not fair. 4v5. You can leave and that's it. You just go. You know, you still lose a little bit of a side though because this is how the system works. But you don't not get penalty. Just go in the next game. You just don't waste time in the 4v5 or 3v5. You play an actual game where it's 5v5 in the next time, which is better. But it's alright. Can you give me the code real quick of this one? I will just show you.
Yeah.
Use something. Yeah, just. Quick thing you can apply and during the next time.
Gamer Force, watch Friendship Brawler. Oh wait, go to replay. Cool. It's TR2.
It's TR2S
Z3.
Z3. Okay. Okay, got it. Can you see my stream at the moment?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna 1 second. My voice is gonna cut out for like 30 seconds because I have to switch to my headset.
That's alright. Okay. Is it good now?
Hey, can you hear me? Yeah, sorry about that. I wasn't
wasn't letting me for a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's all right. Okay, so I'm gonna show you this real quick. When you start applying pressure, I think you setting up all of that. That was good. Of course, there's a part about clearing the Sombra out, but we can go over those specifics later as well, like how you can do all of this more efficiently. I think now what is the most important is just whenever you start applying pressure, just like that, you want to have some piece of cover near you, so you deal with one angle at a time. For example, here. You're exposed to this at the same time, maybe potentially, like this mercy. So what you can be doing is standing closer to the card here, or those boxes, or maybe using this as a piece of cover as well. Because when you're out in the open, might complicate things. This way you get hacked and get pressured by other people. So always one angle at a time. Even when we chasing this mercy, be careful with how you do that. Yeah, maybe use this again. This boxes as your piece of cover. As an example, yeah. Second point, maybe it was a pretty good example as well when we started applying pressure. I think it was right here. Okay, you start applying pressure on the Reaper, which is good. But see, now you get exposed to this other angle. See how we don't have any piece of cover near us? Yeah, so you're potentially exposed to this angle here, this angle there in the back. So the better place might be to be at maybe behind those boxes. Like maybe you can get even on the high ground potentially and use this as a corner. But it's always you want to deal with as less angles as possible, ideally one angle at a time as a rule when you're applying pressure. So your cycle is just gonna be doing this. We simplify it to this. You wanna pay attention to the setup and quality of pressure for now, just gonna be one angle at a time. I think it's gonna be enough. Later we can go more. We can do more in-depth discussion, and especially on the soldier, we will go over that as well. But yeah, try to apply all of this what we mentioned today. Is that sounds good?
Okay.
Like, this is.
Yep.
Okay. Let's summarize then. What you got out of today so far? What you learned?
Yeah. So maintaining the power positions as Sombra. That's naturally going to stop me from hard resetting and also put me in better positions to add more effective value to my engagements because I'll be in position to engage low HP or isolated targets better. I'll also be better able to backline instead of frontlining or sidelining. Um, I need to when I do engage, I need to utilize cover instead of being up in the open and try and isolate as many sight lines as possible. Yeah, I think that's the main thing. I mean, there's also just understanding who I need to hack and virus or who I should just virus and take out.
Yeah, potentially we can talk about that even more, but yeah, I think this is just mostly it. Hack first versus ability reliant characters, virus first. If there's no important abilities, you have to play around. So yeah, usually it's that. Okay, so it's this. I think the next time we can work on your target priority a little bit more. I mentioned even during the session today, yeah, focus on 250 targets first, but this is, yeah, we'll go with that much more in depth later. Also, corners usage, something we talked about even today a little, but yeah, we do more in depth discussion later. Ability usage as well, maybe, but I think it's also gonna be just awareness in general. Just two main things, let's put it this way. Quality of pressure, how do you do that, and your awareness, I think. Two main topics. We'll do that later. Now focus on the setup and also the timing. It's important, but to me, it seems to do pretty decent job at the timing most of the time. Still, don't forget to pay attention to it once you're the best position possible. But yeah, I think it was looking good. Okay, do you have any final questions?
That's mainly it, I guess.
Okay.
So like when you engage from high ground, like that basically is your cover, right? Because you can usually high ground you can back up and It's a natural cover.
Sure, you can do that at first, but sometimes it requires you, like in this case, it requires you to still close the gap. Yeah, let's say I'm on top, I want to deal with Reaper, obviously I want to close the gap, but I still do it in a way where I limit myself. Yeah, deal with one angle at a time. Yeah, so I go here, and I'm not exposed to the Moira suddenly. Yeah, it's always this kind of, you start with power positions and then you leverage. Yeah, start there, set up, and then pressure. Pressure doesn't mean you have to stay there. If you can, sure, stay. Sometimes you cannot, so you drop, but then you go back to those positions. Drop in a way, so it's one angle at a time, though. I just mentioned it in the summary. I'm gonna send you the summary to you. It's gonna look like this, and